Hello friends, today start the previous topic lecture. So Zone Slab. Here the Edu Zone is connected. The server side name and website name is showing this diagram. The next topic, type of name server. Following are the three categories of name server that message the entire domain name system. First is root server, second is primary server, and third is secondary server. Root server is the top level server which consists of the entire DNS tree. It does not contain the information about domain but delegates the authority to the other server. Then second, primary server. Primary server store a file about its zone. It has authority to create, maintain and update the zone files. Secondary server transfer complete information about a zone from another server, which may the primary or secondary server. The secondary server does not have authority to create or update a zone file. DNS working. DNS translates the domain name into IP address automatically. Following step will take you through the steps included in domain resolution process. First, when we type www.tutorial.com into the browser, it asks the local DNS server for its IP address. Here the local DNS is at ISP end. When the local DNS does not find the IP address of request domain name, it forward the request to the root DNS server and again inquiry about IP address of it. The root DNS server reply with delegation that I do not know the IP address of .com website but known the IP address of DNS server. The local DNS server then ask the COM DNS server the same question. The COM DNS server reply the same that it does not know the IP address of website www.tutorial.com but known the address of tutorial.com. Then the local DNS asks the tutorial.com DNS server the same question. The tutorial.com DNS server reply with IP address of www.tutorial.com. Now the local DNS sends the IP address of www.tutorial.com to the computer that sent the request. Domain name system record types. DNS server create a DNS record to provide important information about a domain or host name, particularly its current IP address. The most common DNS record types are firstly address mapping record, also known as DNS host record. Store a host name and its corresponding IPv4 address. IP version 6 address record. Store a host name and its corresponding IPv6 address. Canonical name record can be used to alias a host name to another host name. When a DNS client requests a record that contain a C name which point to another host name, the DNS resolution process is repeated with the new host name. Mail exchange record specifies the SMTP email server for the domain used to route outgoing email to an email server. Name server record specifies that a DNS zone such as example.com in delegate to a specific authority name server and provide the address of the name server. Reverse lookup pointer record allow a DNS resolver to provide an IP address and receive a host name. Receive DNS lookup. Certificate record store in encryption certificate PKIX, SPKI, PGP, and so on. Service location record. A service location record like MX but for other communication protocol. Text record typically carries machine readable data such as opportunity encryption, sender policy framework, DKIM, DMARC, etc. Start of authority records. This record appear at the beginning of a DNS zone file and indicate the authority name server for the current DNS zone, contact detail for the domain administrator, domain serial number, and information on how frequently DNS information for this zone should be refreshed. Introduction of RFC. RFC means request for comments. The purpose of RFC 822 is to receive the standard that had previously been codified, culminating in RFC 733. The document space is the syntax of email, text message, message content two major parts, envelope and contents. Simple internet RFC 822 message. Though the envelope is specifically not described in the document in a forward-looking way, RFC 822 states the although its specifications are intent for use on the Advanced Research Project Agency ARPA internet. An attempt has been made to free it of any dependency on that environment so that it can be applied to other network text message system. Also, RFC 822 define only what information is passed between internet hosts, not how messaging systems are used to store, create or read message or the information the content. About message content and framework. Message content of line of text with no special provisions made for encoding, drawing, facsimile, speech or structured text. Little consideration is given a question of data compression or to transmission and storage efficiency. The RFC 822 message will use a general memo framework in which initial information is presented in a grid defined format, the header section, followed by the main part of the message whose format is unspecified. The described framework has limitation, specifically that is constraints on document tone and appearance make message of this format primarily useful for most intra-organization communication and well-structured inter-organization communication, as well as for some type of inter-process communication such as simple file transfer and remote job entry. It is speculated that a more robust framework might allow for multi-font, multicolor, multidimensional encoding of information, whereas a less robust one, as is present in most single machine message system, would more severely constrains the ability to add fields and the decision to include specific fields. RFC 822 message format. The Internet RFC 822 specification define an electronic message format consisting of header field and an optional message body. The header field contain information about the message such as the sender, the recipient and the subject. If a message body is included, it is separated from the header file by an empty line /r/n. The following example illustrate a message in the RFC 822 message format from to subject, and this the plain text body of the message. Note the blank line between the header information and the body of the message. The RFC 822 message format is the basis for other message formats. The following example illustrates the Usenet article message format specified by RFC 850. Here the show in example from subject and news group. The body of this message is the plain text. Note the blank line between the header information and the body of the message. MIME extension of internet mail. Multipurpose internet mail extension MIME grew out of a need to encapsulate message within message. It now includes multi-part message that can consist of a variety of file types such as image, audio and video. MIME is consist with internet mail protocols using headers and bodies. It allows for transmission of 7-bit printf US ASCII characters and maximum 1000 characters. Line is message, bodies overall internet mail transport. It has become the most widely used extension to the simple email standard. For more information about the email standard, see Simple Internet RFC 822 message. MIME is also used as a transport mechanism in web page. MIME message body part, a message body format according to the multi-purpose internet mail extensions. Specification is subdivided into parts that are organized as a hierarchy. As with any hierarchy, some parts contain other parts called discrepant, and all parts have ancestors except for the top part called the root. Each part subdivisions of the body is defined as a body part. Body parts that do not contain other body parts are defined as contain body parts, and body parts that do contain other body parts are defined as multi-part body parts. The following examples show a hierarchy of parts. Located at the top of the hierarchy is the root body part labeled R. It has direct descendant labeled A1 and A2. The body part are A1 and A2 are multi-part body part because the content descendant A1 dot 1, A1 dot 2, A2 dot 1 and A2 dot 2 are connected body part because they do not contain descendant. This body part contain the actual content of the message, such as the plain text version of the message, an attachment, a HTML page, and so on. Content body parts. A content body parts contains connect and header field which provide information about the content. The content is any array of byte from a binary file to HTML format text. When necessary, the contents encoded so that the entire body of the message compiles with the RFC 822 specification. The multipurpose internet mail extension specification define the content transfer encoding header to specify how the body was encoded if encoding was required. Additional information about the body part can be specified using header fields. The content disposition header field is used to indicate whether the content is intended a message attachment or to be displayed in line with content from other body parts. In the message body, the content type header field indicate what type of content is contained in the body part. When the content is text, the header normally indicate the character encoding used in the message. If you send a message that include an image called the picture e2k7.gif and the image is an attachment, your email program must encode the image binary data into US ASCII character so that the message can be transmitted over the network using the SMTP. To correctly decoded and display the image, the recipient must know the content type, how it was encoded and how it should be handled. The headers must convey that the type of content in the body parts is an image in graphics interchange format GIF. The binary data in the body parts was encoded using the best 64 encoding algorithm. The body part is intended as an attachment to the message. The suggested file name is picture e2k7.gif. The following example show the header that convey this information to the recipient's email program. Next, ME hierarchies of body parts. A multi-purpose internet mail extension formatted message is divided into a hierarchy of body parts. Multi-parts body parts define the relationship between discordant body parts and content body parts contain the actual contents of the message. The illustrate below represent a typically MIME hierarchy for a message that contain the following contents. Alternative version of the message in US ASCII ASCII plain text and HTML. A related image used to rather the HTML content. A Microsoft Word attachment contain body part and display in a sended box labeled content. Multi-part body part act as structure node in the hierarchy and define the relationship among the discordant content body parts. Here the show in diagram multi-part and or multi-structure. The multi and multi-structure in multi-related header, multi-art alternative header, text plain header and text HTML header. In connected the header at an alternate header file, image GIF header and application a message MS Word header. The format of MIME header is specified by RFC 2045. For a complete description of the MIME message format, see RFC 2045, RFC 2046, RFC 2047 and 2048 and RFC 2049 to be continued. The concept of client side, server side. Client side and server side are a web development term that describe where application code runs. Web developers will also refer to this description as the front-end version, the backend, although client side and server side, and front end and backend aren't quite the same in a serverless architecture. The serverless vendor hosts and assign resources to all server-side processes, and the processes scale up as application uses increase. The client-side programming. It is the program that runs on the client machine browser and deal with user interface, display and any other processing that can happen on client machine like reading working cookies. First, interact with temporary storage. Second, make interactive web page. Interact with local storage, sending request for the data server, send request to server, and six, work as an interface between server and user. For example, the programming language for client-side programming are JavaScript, VBScript, HTML, CSS, Ajax. Client-side development is done almost exclusive in JavaScript. This is of course in addition to basic HTML and CSS code. The reason JavaScript is called a client-side language is because it runs script on your computer after you have loaded a web page. Here's an example. Script and the message and a script log. Server-side programming. Though it is technically feasible to implement almost any business logic using client-side programs, logically or functionally, it serves no purpose when it comes to enterprise application, banking, air tracking, e-shopping, etc. To further explain, going by the client-side programming logic, a bank having 10,000 customers would mean that each customer would have a copy of the programs in his or her PC and now even mobile, which translated to 10,000 programs. In addition, there are issues like security, resources, pooling, concurrent access and manipulation to the database, which simply cannot be handled by client-side program. The answer to most of the issue cite above is server side programming. Figure illustrates the server side architecture in the simplest way. It is the program that run on server dealing with the generation of content of the web page. First, querying the database, operation over database, access write a file on server, interact with the other server, structure web applications, process user input. For example, if user input is a text in search box, run a search algorithm on data stored on server and send the results. Examples: the programming language for server-side programming as PHP, C++, Java and JSP, Python, Ruby and Rails. A server-side or backend language run it script before the HTML is loaded, not after. There are a range of server-side language in use on the web today. PHP is one of the most popular, always, as well as Ruby on Rails, ASP.NET and many others. They are called server-side language because their scripts are run not on your computer but on the server which host the website and send down the HTML code. Consider the PHP code here. And the reference in this internet site website, and this topic is completed. Thank you.